Most parenting advice starts with the same assumption. The goal is to make your baby happy. Fill their days with joy and stimulation. And when they cry, the measure of your parenting is how quickly you restore the happiness. This sounds like love, but it is subtly and profoundly wrong. Your baby does not need to feel happy most of the time. They need to feel safe most of the time. And the difference between these two things, which sound so similar, is the difference between a child who grows up resilient and regulated and a child who grows up fragile and dependent on external circumstances to feel okay. Happiness is weather, safety is ground. At the neurological level, happiness is a temporary state produced by specific stimuli, a toy, a game, a laugh. These moments are real and valuable, but happiness is temporary by nature. A baby kept happy every single moment would not be well. They'd be overstimulated and incapable of tolerating normal humans' experience. Safety is different. Safety is a baseline, the condition of a nervous system that is not in threat mode. Dr. Stephen Porges's polyvagal research describes this as ventral vagal activation, a state of calm, connection, and openness. A safe baby is not necessarily smiling. They may be quiet, serious, even mildly fussy. But their cortisol is low, their breathing is easy, and their brain is available for learning, connection, and growth. Happiness is the weather. Safety is the ground. What a baby needs above all else is reliable ground. Where well-intentioned parenting goes wrong, a baby cries. The loving parent bounces, jiggles, offers a pacifier, turns on a song, reaches for a toy. The crying stops. Problem solved. But what just happened inside the baby? The surface behavior changed. The underlying nervous system activation may not have. The baby was distressed and received a flood of sensory stimulation in response. Their attention was captured long enough to interrupt the crying. But their system didn't actually settle. It just got redirected. Over time, a baby raised on this pattern learns something very specific. When I feel uncomfortable, the response is stimulation, distraction, something external. They never learn the deeper lesson that discomfort can pass, that feelings move through, that their caregiver can be present without having to fix anything. This is why so many adults reach for their phones when they feel uneasy. Open the fridge. Start a new show. We were taught in infancy that emotion requires distraction. We never learned that emotion can simply be and pass within the safety of presence. How to build safety. 3 things. 1. Be a predictable presence. Safety is not built on constant affection or perfect responsiveness. It's built on predictability. When I cry, someone comes. When I'm hungry, I'm fed. When I wake, my parent is there. These patterns, repeated daily, tell the nervous system. The world is knowable. You can rest. A vigilant brain is in survival mode. A restful brain is in growth mode. Everything, language, emotion, cognition, develops faster in a baby safe enough to rest. 2. Regulate yourself first. A baby's nervous system learns to be safe by borrowing regulation from an adult's. This is co-regulation. Before a baby can calm themselves, they must be calmed by someone else hundreds of times. But the regulation has to come from somewhere real. If you are anxious and flooded, your baby cannot borrow calm from you because you don't have any to lend. So before you respond to your baby's distress, take one breath. Settle your own body. Lower your shoulders, then turn toward them. Whatever you bring into that moment, their nervous system absorbs. You cannot give what you don't have. 3. Allow difficult feelings. This is the hardest part, because our culture has trained us to see a crying baby as a problem to solve, an unhappy baby as a sign we are for failing. But safety is not created by eliminating difficult feelings. Safety is created by showing that difficult feelings can happen inside the relationship, and the relationship holds. When you hold your baby while they cry, breathe with them, stay physically and emotionally present, and gradually they settle in your arms. Something more valuable than happiness has just occurred. Your baby has experienced, in their body, the lesson that feelings can move through them without the world ending. That you stay when things are hard. That discomfort is not danger. All of it begins with a parent who stayed present during the hard moments instead of rushing to replace them with good ones. What changes? When you make this shift, you will still play with your baby, still laugh with them, still create joyful moments. Nothing gets taken away. What gets added is this. You stop panicking when your baby is upset. You stop seeing their difficult emotions as a failure. You start seeing them as opportunities to teach the most important lesson they will ever learn. That they are safe not because their life is perfect, but because the person who loves them stays through whatever arises. And slowly, your baby calms faster. Their distress becomes less catastrophic, not because they've suppressed feelings, but because they've learned that feelings pass, and the people who love them stay through all of it. It's never too late to start. Safety is not all or nothing. It accumulates across thousands of small moments, and it can begin at any point. At 6 months, 2 years, 5 years. The nervous system is always shaping itself in response to the patterns you bring. One breath, one regulated moment, one willingness to stay present with a feeling instead of rushing to fix it. Repeated across days and months, this is what builds a safe child. And a safe child eventually becomes a safe adult, one who can love deeply because they are not afraid of feelings, who can be vulnerable because they have experienced vulnerability being held. That is the inheritance you are building, not happiness on demand. Safety. Reliable, ordinary, accumulating safety. The most powerful gift you will ever give them.